Should wear my hat today.
Hello, everyone.
Yo, what's up? Oh, already starting out with 4 likes today.
Wow. I like that.
Wow. Welcome, everyone. Hope everybody is having a fantastic Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday.
It's Thursday.
I don't know what day it is right
Fantastic Thursday.
now. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Josh, Annie,
Josh.
And before we get started today on our top 5 board games, I just wanted to let you know what I was reading earlier. And that, so the Tiger King was moved to Fort Worth. Somebody falsely reported on Facebook that he has COVID-19. He does not. He was put into quarantine, moving into the new medical center because somebody at his old jail had COVID-19. So as a precaution, they're going to isolate him. We sure hope Joe doesn't have the COVID-19. So just throwing that one out there. It is old news. You're right. Old news as of yesterday, I suppose. It was put on there 5 hours ago because his husband went on a talk show this morning, I guess. So we do love you, Joe. Hope you're getting better.
He's still married to that guy?
The guy from the end of the
of
the Tiger King. Yeah. So. All right, so today we're doing our top 5 board games. Betsy, you in the chat today? I think this is like Betsy's idea. Let me see here. Annie, explain the rules for today.
Okay, so we decided because when you Google board games, a lot of different things come up, like Uno and Cards Against Humanity. We decided to count the games that actually have a board. So those will be our considered board games.
So card games like Uno, Cards Against Humanity,
Apples to Apples, those kinds of things.
If it has a board, we count it. If it does not have a board, it's a no count today. Mm-hmm. So let's proceed then with our rankings. All right. So moving on to the top 5, I'm gonna start with the classic. I'm gonna say for my number 5, Mousetrap.
Okay.
Mousetrap. I just remember playing that in kindergarten, and
it's also in Spaceship Earth.
Is it in Spaceship? Oh, it is. Yeah, you're right. That's what they're playing down there on the floor in the right before you go into the computer room there. Yeah, where they're watching the man walk on the moon. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Annie, what do you have?
I went with the Game of Life.
Classic. Another classic.
5.
Board games are just they're classics. Man, you don't get too many new board games, I feel like. I feel like you get new variations of old games.
Yeah, it's like the same game, but different themes. Yeah. Like a Frozen Monopoly.
Exactly, when they put another IP on top of an existing game.
Clue,
yeah.
That kind of stuff.
All right, so Pat says Connect 4 ? See, I don't know if Connect 4 would be considered a board game. What do you guys think? It's not really a board, but you do put... Because my sister asked me this question earlier. I have no idea if we should count that one or not. That's not what Pat picked, but he had a question about it. Chuck says Mousetrap as well. That's why we're friends.
It's a great one.
Pat says Guess Who. Great choice there. See, I feel like if we're doing Guess Who, then yeah, we can count Connect 4. So we'll count Connect 4 then. Megan says Checkers. I love Checkers.
Love Checkers.
Is
that Madison Pittman? Hey, Madison.
Massive Pieces.
Mall Madness. Thanks for tuning in today.
Okay. Megan says, but when she has Checkers specifically at Cracker Barrel.
Great one.
Okay,
Great
Megan.
Choice.
So what about that other game at Cracker Barrel where
little peg game?
Where you find out if you're a genius or not. That's a board. It is a legitimate board.
That's in my honorable mentions. I don't know the official name of it, but I just call it the Cracker Barrel peg game.
So Audra says chess. Ooh, Audra, you got to be smart to do chess. Audra's got the
brains.
The brains here. Pat says he thinks Connect 4 is definitely. But Pat's also gonna say Checkers and chess are classic. Mandy!
Hey, Mandy!
Hey, it's old Mandy. Hello, Mandy. Mandy, welcome. We was just starting our top 5. We did a little Tiger King news. But Mandy's saying her board game is sorry, not.
Oh, I thought she was apologizing for something.
I don't know what
I was like, no need to apologize.
All right. Betsy says Treble.
Pat says it's called a golf tee game.
No,
is it because it's
Pat has a golf tee game in front of his toilet. like he has a little putting green. I got it for him for Christmas, and
That
there's
you-
and
when
like
you're
so
sitting
while
on
you're
the
sitting on the
toilet?
john, you can put the
Well,
put in the hole there.
yeah.
Yeah.
That is
And now when I say put in the hole, I mean there is a what's going on the number 4. All right. So number 4 board game. I'm gonna go with Clue. I'm gonna go with Clue. It's a classic. It takes some time. Annie and I bought Clue a couple years back because we were bored one night. We wanted a board game to play. Apparently, we learned very quickly you need more than 2 people to play Clue the right way. Otherwise, it's pretty obvious.
It's pretty
murdered
obvious
who.
who murdered. Yeah.
Didn't think of that when we bought it, but
it was still an adventure.
all right, what you got, Annie?
For number 4, I went with Monopoly.
It's a good one. So families are either brought closer or more than likely torn apart because of Monopoly.
By Monopoly.
Yeah. So let's see what we have here. Chuck says Risk. Same thing could be said with Risk. Megan says Monopoly. Pat says Othello. Madison says Ticket to Ride. And Betsy says Monopoly as well. All right. Audra says Clue. I'm with you there, Audra.
Great one.
So a lot Monopoly. That's just, I have that on my list a little bit higher. But yeah, I remember just playing that with my sisters and just getting into some just knockout, drag out fights with that one. We still don't talk about the Monopoly.
Monopoly incident of 2008.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. All right, let's move on. All right, number 3.
You go first.
Oh, that's right.
First.
I'm gonna go with Risk for number 3. It's a strategy. Strategy. Pat says he's flipped a few boards in his day. He's also jumped off a few balconies too. That's why
Broke
his
ankles.
legs are hurt.
He doesn't
Thanks,
have any
Christmas
legs.
party. Okay, so I'm gonna go with Risk. It's just a strategy game.
Risk.
It's another one of those games my sisters and I would always get in a fight about. However, contrary to popular belief, my sister did not burn my hand because of a board game incident. That was just because she was mad because I was the favorite.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sure she would tell you the same thing.
I don't think
What's your number 3, Annie?
Number 3, I said Mancala.
Mancala. What is Mancala?
It's so it goes like this. It's stored like this, and then you open it, and it has the marbles with the little holes where you put marbles into your side.
It's like Chinese checkers?
Someone knocking?
No.
Oh.
Is that Chinese checkers?
No, here, I'll show you.
Oh, it's okay. We can look it up in a little bit. All right. Megan says Risk. Pat says Mancala. Pat also says he can walk again. Praise the Lord. Megan says, remember, Chuck, when you got snowed in and played Risk with? Okay, yeah. Those were the days. Chuck says Mancala.
It's this game.
Oh!
Yeah.
Show that on the...
For those of you who don't know.
Okay. That's that. It's the wooden game. That's okay.
It's really, it's not. You guys get the point.
It's not Chinese checkers, Pat says. Betsy says Battleship. Betsy, that was my number 3 till I remembered Risk. And so Battleship got moved down to the... Mandy says putting stuff in the holes. Oh, yeah. You ever... So someone's going to be playing the Mancala, and they're going to say, what did you do on your quarantine break? It's putting marbles in the holes. That's what. Betsy, so yeah, Battleship. Audra says Monopoly. So, all right. Moving on to
number 2.
Number 2. So I'm going to go Monopoly for my number 2.
And I'm going to go with Operation for my number 2.
Operation. What a classic right there.
Game.
What a classic.
Love that one.
Man, and that's one of those other ones where they added the different other IPs onto it. Like, for example, we have one at work that is a Nightmare for Christmas.
Is it Jack Skellington?
No, it is Oogie Boogie. Yeah,
that's
and
right.
so, but he goes, wow! Whenever
I did know that.
Yeah, it's good.
Operation.
It's real good.
All
right, Charlie Hickman Band says, guess who? Megan says Twister. I would guess we can count Twister.
Yeah.
It has the board that you
spin on. Yeah.
Yeah. Betsy says Checkers. Pat says
Clue. Madison says Operation. Great one. Pat says Operation is good. We have it in the office.
When we had
Chandler says Ticket to Ride is her number 2. And Audra says Checkers is her number 2. Ticket to Ride. Is that the one? It's like a train game.
I don't know. I would guess.
I'm gonna
I
look it up
do
real
that. All right, so let's go to number one because Audra, your number two is my number one. I'm gonna go checkers. It's one of those games you just grew up playing, and I feel like anytime I see somebody younger than me, I can play them in checkers and beat them, and it makes me feel good about myself.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is a train game.
It has like a train on the cover.
I love trains. I wanted to get a train clock to put on the wall.
Wow,
but
we
Andy
should
said,
get this.
No. Oh, show
You would like this.
show
I
the
think.
show the screen there. I
This
don't
is
know what it is.
This is the like game board.
That'll do, donkey. All right. So Chuck says Battleship. Pat says Connect 4. Megan says Connect 4. Madison says Clue. Betsy says Mancala. Audra says Battleship. Pat, I bet I could beat you in checkers. We did it once at Trails End, and we didn't get to finish it because there was an earthquake, I'm pretty sure, here in Florida. So, Pat, when this quarantine is over, when we're done stuck in the house,
We're gonna celebrate with Trails End
and
checkers.
All right.
and Trails End.
Okay. Yeah.
My number one is Clue.
So
love that
you're
game.
up there with a few others there with the Clue. Excellent.
It's so much
excellent
fun.
choice. Oh, yes.
I love that game.
And maybe when all this is over, we can all play Clue together, and not just Andy and I playing against one another. We've had to resort to puzzles because that's something we can both do.
I had got this new thing. It's called Painting with Diamonds. Have you guys heard of it?
No,
It's
I'm sitting next to you. I've
Okay.
never heard of it.
like you take these little rhinestones and you match it to the number on your paper, and it is like painting.
I think it's called bedazzling, Andy.
No, here.
All right, so moving on to the honorable mentions while she grabs that. My honorable mentions, I'm going to go with Life, Candyland. Candyland's a classic.
I got
Operation and Battleship.
A Rapunzel one, but you take it. You see all these little diamonds? You take it and you match it to the correct place or number or letter on the picture, and then it's gonna be full.
Mandy says battleships. Sounds pretty
Oh,
interesting.
wait, did you say your honorable mentions?
So okay. Pat says Hungry Hippos. Oh, that's a good one,
Oh,
Pat.
that's a good one.
Battleship and Shoots and Ladders. Charlie Hickman Band says Strip Poker, the board game. Betsy says Hungry Hippos. Yes, Pat.
Yes.
Megan
Pat.
says Candyland, Battleship, and Life. Excellente. All right. So
Did you go over yours?
I went over mine. What are
Okay.
yours?
I did Connect 4, Scrabble, Battleship, Candyland,
Scrabble's a good one.
the Cracker Barrel peg game, the little golf game, checkers.
Cracker Barrel
and-
peg game, as in the wooden
As in the
triangle.
wooden triangle that's at your
that
table.
you put the golf tees in. Otherwise, I don't know. For some people, that could be a game that's completely different.
The one that's at your table. And then
What kind of Cracker Barrel do you go to?
I also wrote down Jumanji.
Oh, great movie.
It's a great
Movie. The newer one, not so much, but the old one says.
I can't with you guys.
All right. So, what do we want the topic for tomorrow to be? Do we want to pick a topic now, or do we want to put it up on the Instagram and we'll vote on it? So, if anybody's got a good topic,
Or you
we
guys
do-
just throw out your
we do have
your
yesterday.
ideas.
Jake brought up because
Veggie
yesterday
Tale
was our top 5
songs.
vegetables. Jake tuned in, thought it was top 5
But
Veggie Tale songs. So if we want to do
but-
Veggie Tale songs tomorrow to make up for that, we can do that as well. Best cocktails. Ooh, that'd be.
Let's do
that'd be good.
Insta. Put it on the Insta.
So we'll do Instagram. Follow us, jam_packed adventures on Instagram. We'll put up we're gonna put up a poll between Veggie Tale songs or best cocktails, and we will let everybody know by 3:30 tomorrow what our choice is gonna be. So check that out, and in the meantime, watch your Veggie Tale songs while sipping your cocktails,
we could make.
and really prep yourselves for this.
We could do top 5 favorite songs between 2011 to 2020.
That created too much drama the other day. I think we should hook
don't
up
know.
Chandler and Jake. If Jake had a better lung capacity, maybe.
Well, Jake
'cause-
probably shouldn't leave his house right now because he doesn't have great lungs, and COVID-19 is all about like a respiratory thing, so
Yeah.
he probably shouldn't leave the
let's
house.
be honest. He needs to be put in a plastic bubble, that boy. Love him, though. Love him to death. All right, so if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, lets you know whenever you're live, and we're live, and hit that like button. If you have to tell you to wash your hands, you're probably not brushing your teeth either. So, see y'all tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Everybody have a fantastic evening. Bye.